Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your February general reading. Venus has transitioned into Pisces, its exaltation, yesterday, and so this energy is encouraging us to take our focus on those things that make us comfortable, those resources that contribute to our safety and security, and that ability to harmonize and balance our lives into a flow of unconditional love, of one love, of unity consciousness. I feel honored to be able to give you this reading today under this beautiful influence that is extremely significant to me and to the planet. We all need some forgiveness, some healing, some ease. So Cancer, your overall energy for the month of February is the Empress energy. The Empress is showing you to be abundant, focused on creativity and the generation of resources, flow and new ideas, the capacity to be generous with the ideas and resources that you're able to internalize and to share that with others in a way that puts a lie to the idea of waste or excess. It's reflective of our planet and the eternal abundance that is constantly regenerated through natural resources. And this is about the capacity to receive the rewards of this flow, of this abundance, to appreciate abundance and opportunity in every event. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, we have the Ace of Cups. This is incredibly reflective of the energy of the new moon. Okay, so this is showing your ability to recognize that your efforts at looking at limiting behaviors and attitudes is opening up to the recognition that all challenges yield not only greater understanding and greater love, but the understanding of the necessity for those challenges and their appearance in our lives as gifts, as things that have brought us to the place we are now. This is very similar to the energy that has been operating for you after a long period of facing difficulty and challenges in the most intimate spaces of your life. This is you understanding that healing and love must first be applied to your own experience in order for you to give from the overflow of your resources, your self-regard, your attention to the fulfillment of your own needs. In the first house, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is looking very specifically at the way you give and receive. And this has everything to do with your relationships and the way that you operate in your community. The recognition that where you have often been the caretaker in some important situation, you're now learning this lesson of receiving love. Both the Empress and the Ace of Cups speak about the capacity to receive, and you're learning that receiving is giving, allowing those that you care for to reciprocate at whatever level reflects their needs and abilities is a part of that flow. Not only are you deserving of that, but as are they deserving of the ability to come up to the level to match your level of intentionality around sharing, giving, expressing reciprocity for the abundance that they are experiencing. This is you also learning to step back in order to receive, not to diminish yourself or minimize your natural capacity for love. That is a gift, but for you to experience it, express it most judiciously in a balanced way. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your family, we have the Nine of Swords. And indeed, this has been a key to your ability to nourish yourself as you have thoroughly explored through your family of origin, your domestic environment, your intimate relationships, the ability to review the suffering, the pain, the experience of victimhood that you may have felt in your desire to help others, take care of others, and have given away your power by not recognizing not only your own role in the diminishment of your needs and efforts, but the ability to understand that the lessons you're learning were gifts that have moved you into a place of understanding that you would not be where you are now if it were not for these challenges that you've been able to overcome and surmount. You've only been able to overcome them by giving into the grief, by looking deeply into the experience of suffering and disappointment, to understand where that came, where your responsibility in that resided. This is not to minimize legitimate oppression and violence that many of us have experienced through our social position or our location on the planet. However, it does mean that you are using this information, this understanding of your pain, to separate yourself from those things that do not serve you. And the seventh house, our significant relationships, is the Queen of Swords. With so much capacity, passion, love, flow, attention to detail, and care, you are also in command of the ability to detach yourself from your emotions as necessary. That it has been part of the healing process to experience that pain, to at some point detach yourself from it in order to recognize its greater purpose in your life. This is a skill set that you are applying to others as you seek greater truth about your experience and your capacity. You're able to facilitate conversations, be curious about those experiences from the vantage of others, and to listen, to ask with the intent of listening rather than to exercise your authority, of which you have significance. You are viewed by others as a strategist, as the rational and objective one. And this is necessary as you are taking these lessons and learning to apply them in your relationships. And that includes the ability to deeply listen to the information and the experience of others. In the first house, the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Hermit in the third house. The King of Pentacles in the second house is showing your focus and your mastery of your resources. Whatever they are, however humbly they are, you are feeling in control of the resources that are required by your lifestyle, your needs to be comfortable, safe, and secure. This is important because, again, no matter how humble you are, you recognize that your mission, your capacity allows you to share what you have. If it's wisdom, if it's information or knowledge, you're capable of sharing that, even if it is simply a compassionate ear. And that is the result of your ongoing healing, recognizing that no one understands what you need better than you do. And the ability to understand what you need comes from this ongoing ability to look within, to seek answers from the authority within you, to not relinquish that authority to anyone else. But that authority also comes from your ability to consult those you respect, be they guides, be they ancestors, be they friends or teachers, mentors that have been significant in your life, that understand who you are and your path forward. As you learn these lessons, you are actively turning it around so that you share what you've learned with others. The Nine of Swords in the 4th house is clarified by the Ace of Wands in the 5th house and the Four of Pentacles in the 6th house. Another ace here indicates that you are, in fact, pursuit of new creative opportunities, new opportunities for joy, for pleasure, for camaraderie, for collaborations with your peers. You may be receiving an offer that reflects this. However, you have created a solid foundation for your material stability and success, and you are not eager to give that up. You are cautious as you consider opportunities, as you look at what it is you truly need and what it is that others need. Your ability to work with others is dependent on the sense of stability that you've gained, and you're recognizing that the wealth, the gifts, the gold that you have to offer is worth protecting, is worth being careful and deliberate about. The Queen of Swords in the 7th house is clarified by the Star in the 8th house and the Four of Wands in the 9th house. So beautiful. So I see a fair amount of stability in your life in the present moment, and the stability is based on some material comfort, luxury, and the capacity to take care of yourself, take care of your needs, and to prioritize that before you're able to be truly generous from a place of safety. However, what you have seen through your healing journey of your capacity, what you've learned, and what you've seen others, how others have responded, how others have been able to meet challenges in a miraculous way, in a healing way, apply their healing and growth to the community, to their collective, to their relationships, has inspired you deeply and given you a vision that is exalting this establishment, this new spiritual and cultural foundation that you are now feeling is established for the benefit of your loved ones, for the growth and expansion of your community. This can be as simple as attending a wedding. It can also be a renewal of vows, the opening of a community center, a community garden that you are contributing and participating in, the teaching of ways to do simple things according to the examples I'm giving, or something more fundamental. You may be involved in establishing a new curriculum or a new program that you are writing about or is being published or you're communicating about. So there are endless possibilities for this foundation that you are creating for yourself that allows you to move and give to contribute to the growth and enhancement of others. The Ace of Cups in the 10th house is clarified by the Six of Wands in the 11th house and the Empress in the 12th house. Cancer, you've got it going on. You are being recognized and acknowledged by your community, your tribe, for the efforts that you've been able to make, for the growth that you've sustained, and for your commitment to the struggle, understanding that it is a struggle. It is an ongoing effort. The struggle is real, but you have mastered that by dint of your commitment, your inspiration, and your desire to grow, to contribute to the growth of the planet. This is, again, taking us back to the Empress, a repeat. And this is a reflection of your greater capacity to not only give selflessly, to internalize the resourcefulness of your abundance, of your world, of your environment, but it's also this greater capacity to receive the rewards of your efforts. This completes the circle of love. So as you give from your overflow, you are constantly receiving. And this is not a linear process. This is a circular or spiral process that assures you that all efforts made forward are continuous, continually spiraling through every aspect of your life. I'm going to finish this up with an oracle card from Soul's Journey, and I've pulled acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. I'm going to leave this here, Cancer. I thank you so much for the opportunity to be with you and look forward to the next time. Until then, namaste.